live from the station that's on your side. This is 6 News Good Morning Tennessee.
Coming up on Good Morning Tennessee, one person killed in an early morning crash on the James White Parkway. The latest on what police say led to the accident. Straight ahead in a live report.
Plus, a man wanted as a person of interest in a Campbell County murder is shot and killed by police. Coming up, how social media may have helped police track him down.
Plus, 2 years after a crash claims the life of 2 local church members, their lives continue to be remembered. See how their church family is honoring their memory. Straight ahead, Good Morning Tennessee starts right now.
Good morning, Tennessee. I'm Tirsa Smith.
And I'm Bo Williams. Today's big stories coming up.
But first, got to get you ready for your day. Start your Monday off right. A cup of coffee, a little information about the forecast, and you're ready to go.
There you go, Julia. And really a nice start.
It's a great start.
Yeah,
it was a great weekend. Felt pretty cool out there compared to where we had been lately. So everything feeling pretty nice as we're heading toward the end of September, closer and closer to the official start of fall, which is exactly 1 week from today. We will officially begin fall. We're seeing dry conditions here. Maryville looks really good. Looking at your bus stop forecast this morning, we're seeing these temperatures in the low 60s, 62 degrees in the high elevation, 67 in downtown. We see the sunrise at 7:18, and it's just a very pleasant start to the day. Not bad. Let's go through the rest of the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies, thickening up to cloudy skies by 4 p.m. We will see a 20% chance for a stray afternoon shower, but most of the day is dry. Notice how our temperature is going to warm up a little bit more today than what we did over the weekend. We were in the mid-70s for highs on the weekend. Today we're going about 80, so it's not a whole lot warmer, but it is just a little bit warmer than where we were Saturday and Sunday. 73 degrees at 10 a.m., 76 at lunchtime, and that afternoon high temperature is going to be 80. Bo.
All right, thanks a lot, Julia. Real quick, let's get you up to date on traffic. Just check with TDOT. Everything looks good around the area. We're seeing no slowdowns. This is a live look for you right now. I-40 near Coleman, which is just outside the 640 interchange as you make your way right now looking back toward Paper Mill. But again, traffic is very light. What we are seeing moving along. Let's look at your forecast and your traffic together.
News now from overnight, an early morning crash claiming the life of one person in Knoxville.
Yeah, the accident happened right around 2:30 this morning on the James White Parkway ramp just before the Summit Hill exit.
Good morning, Tennessee reporter Drew Gardner joins us now live from the scene with an update on the wreck. Drew?
Good morning again, Bo and Tirsa. That accident now cleared from that on-ramp to James White Parkway, though it took some time for crews to wrap up their investigation and reconstruct the accident before they were able to get the ramp back open. What we're told from officers on the scene is a car got onto James White Parkway going the wrong direction when it struck the light pole right at the on-ramp from I-40 east to James White Parkway. It's right before that Summit Hill exit. Now, the driver was killed at the scene. No other vehicles were involved. It was just that car and that pole. That pole will need to be fixed by KUB crews who were on the scene, but the impact now to the morning commute should be really none at all. The on-ramp is completely back open and traffic is moving freely. Of course, still have not learned the identity of that driver yet as they work to notify the next of kin, but as soon as we get any updates on that, we'll definitely pass it along. As for right now, Bo and Tirsa, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you again. That is Drew Gardner reporting from the James White Parkway. Thank you, Drew.
Time right now, 6:02. Also overnight, police investigating a shooting in South Knoxville. Officers at the scene say a shooting victim was found right around midnight in the 2700 block of Sevier Avenue. Now, it's not known where the actual shooting took place. The victim was taken to the hospital. No word on their condition this morning.
The TBI continuing their investigation into an officer-involved shooting that killed a person of interest in a Campbell County murder investigation. James Bradley Phillips had been on the run for about a week. Officers wanted to talk with him and Monica Briggs about last week's murder of Knoxville resident Kenneth Coster. The duo posted this picture on their Facebook account Saturday night with the words, "Last pick, we'll love you till the end." Just minutes later, Pigeon Forge police tracked them down at Wendy's on the Parkway. State investigators say there was some sort of confrontation and officers shot and killed Phillips. At the time, crowds of people were nearby, all wondering what was going on.
The scariest thing about it, as far as I was concerned, was the lack of information, not knowing what was going on, not knowing what was happening. But in the same token, I felt safe that police did their jobs.
Well, officers arrested Monica Briggs on an unrelated charge. Campbell County's Chief Deputy Aaron Evans says the investigation into who murdered Kenneth Coster isn't over and they are still fighting for justice. In a statement, he says, quote, "It is still our main objective and ultimate responsibility to bring any and all facts and or individuals responsible to the forefront of matters in this investigation to give Kenneth Koster and his family closure and justice."
Hundreds gathered at Cedar Grove Baptist Church in Maryville over the weekend to honor the lives of 2 church members killed in a church van crash 2 years ago. Youth pastor Jeff Trussell and 16-year-old Courtney Kalashevsky were killed in that head-on crash in September of 2012 on Chapman Highway. Now, the accident also left 11 others on the bus badly injured. On Sunday, family, friends, and more than 200 fellow runners took part in the 2nd annual Hold On Be Strong 5K run. Along the route were pictures of Jeff Courtney to bring runners inspiration during the race. They say in addition to keeping the victims' legacies alive, the race is also helping them heal following the accident.
I think Jeff would love every bit of the attention, and I think he would think that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not sitting at home and moping. You're out there doing what you always did before.
All money raised during the race goes to the Second Harvest Food Bank of East Tennessee. If you'd like to help out, a memorial fund is set up in Jeff and Courtney's names. We have that information for you on our website, WATE.com.
Knox County Schools kicking off its annual in-school flu vaccination clinics this morning. The health department is partnering with elementary, middle, and private schools to offer flu shots or the flu mist. Students taking part must bring a consent form signed by their parent or guardian. You can find that online or grab a paper copy at your child's school. Dates for the flu clinics are in 2 phases. The first today through Friday, October 9th. Phase 2 is Thursday, November 6th through Friday, November 9th.
Well, we're still a few weeks away from the Vols taking on Florida, but you can help beat the Gators off the field right now. Medic Regional Blood Center's annual tailgate blood drive kicks off today. Vol fans compete against Florida fans to see who can donate the most blood. Last year, the Vols won the annual competition. Those who donate will get a free T-shirt, coupon for a free pizza, snappy tomato, free Petros, and a free Texas Roadhouse appetizer. There are several locations you can donate today, and for the full list, go to our website, WAT.com, and look for this story.
I don't know whether to go grab something to eat or go donate some blood. That sounded
great.
great.
You got to donate the blood, and then you go grab something to eat because you got all those coupons.
Sounds good.
Money,
right.
That's more than Money Saving Monday right there.
There you go.
And helping somebody
there
at the same
you
time.
go. Time right now, 6:06. That was good, Bo.
You like that?
Let's get you up to speed on the forecast as you get ready to start your day. I've been talking about Bo in the car, windows down, listening to 80s music.
80s music.
He turns to me and goes, "Thank you very much. I was listening to Kool in the Gang."
There was a Kool in the
now
Gang
you know.
song on that I had not heard in a long time. I totally forgot about it. And I was like, oh man, I forgot about this song.
I love the visual. Hey, let's talk about rolling your windows down. In fact, Julia, the pollen count, a little bit better than what we've seen.
It is, yeah. It's not quite as high as it has been. You know, when we had those hotter temperatures, it's not quite as high. Now, it's still enough that it's going to bug you somewhat. 7.8 on that 12-point scale. And, you know, we have been in those 9-point and 10-point ranges. So it is a little bit down. Ragweed and grasses, though, those are the 2 main types. Let's look at our temperatures. We're around 66 degrees right now in Knoxville. We are dry, though. Storm Tracker looking fantastic. It's 65 in downtown, 67 degrees at the airport, 60 degrees in Wartburg this morning. We're at 64 over in Crossville, 61 in Middlesboro, 63 in Sevierville, and 63 in Morristown. Hartford coming in at 63 degrees as well. Nice start to the morning, partly cloudy skies. We'll see a very slight chance for a couple of pop-up showers later today. We'll call them isolated. We are going to see the clouds kind of thickening up. 80 degrees for your high, 20% chance for a couple of showers tomorrow too, 82 for your high. So it's a little bit warmer today and tomorrow than what we saw over the weekend. We were in the mid-70s Saturday and Sunday. Once you get into Wednesday, though, that weekend weather coming back, and we're going to see some sunshine too. So it looks good on Wednesday. Notice the cool down, though, in the morning. 58 degrees for your Wednesday morning, and we'll be in the mid-50s to start your day on out for the end of the week. So the kids may need some light jackets there toward the end of the week in the morning hours. High temperatures in the afternoon hours, mid-70s from Wednesday on. Bo and Tirsa.
It's Money Saving Mondays here on Good Morning Tennessee. We're always looking for ways to help you save.
Coming up, if you're looking to maybe start couponing, tips from a local couponer on what you need to know.
But first, police searching for mischievous maids working with others to burglarize homes in Los Angeles. Details on their scheme caught on camera straight ahead. You're watching Good Morning Tennessee.
Welcome back, everyone. Time right now, 6:10. General Motors expected to announce today how many deaths and injuries have been tied to the automaker's ignition switch flaw so far. Now, GM has publicly linked 13 deaths and 54 accidents to the fault, but the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has said it believes the numbers are higher. Attorney Ken Feinberg said in August 100 claims have been received by his office so far, with claims being accepted until the end of the year. Families of those who died in the affected vehicles are eligible to apply for $1 million in compensation, plus an estimate of the victim's future earning potential.
The respiratory virus sending hundreds of children to the hospital has now spread to the Northeast, and doctors say it will probably hit the whole country. Enterovirus D68 has symptoms similar to a cold at first, but then it causes wheezing, especially dangerous for children with asthma. The virus is confirmed or suspected in 21 states, including some close to home, like Kentucky, Georgia, and North Carolina. The latest states to report cases are New York and Connecticut, where one doctor says his patients are recovering.
The single most encouraging thing from my point of view is how quickly the kids seem to turn around, and that there's no complications from this kind of viral infection. We're not seeing bacterial infections, we're not seeing severe pneumonia. It really looks like just bad asthma that this thing's causing.
There have been no reported cases of adults with the virus.
iPhone 6 Plus proving to be super popular among Apple fans.
Yeah, a lot of folks talking about it. More on the record-breaking pre-order numbers coming up in this morning's Tech Bites.
Plus, the man charged in the kidnapping and murder of Holly Bobo now at a different prison this morning. We're going to tell you why police say he was moved when we come back. You're watching Good Morning Tennessee. Your time, it is 6:11.
You're watching WATE 6 News Good Morning Tennessee.
Welcome back. State investigators are now explaining why a suspect in Holly Bobo's murder was moved to a different jail. Zachary Adams was transferred from Chester County to Williamson County Sunday afternoon. The TBI says that move has been in the works for weeks to put Adams in a jail with more resources and manpower. They say it has nothing to do with the Holly Bobo case. Her body was found last weekend, 3 years after her disappearance. Adams is charged with especially aggravated kidnapping and felony first-degree murder.
Hundreds more on the loss of a college student in Boone, North Carolina yesterday. The vigil was held to show the family of Anna Smith how much people loved and cared about her. Smith was an Appalachian State University student that went missing back on September 2nd. Police say they found her body over the weekend in a wooded area near campus. Now, driver's license and university ID belonging to Smith were found near her body.
A North Carolina man has died in a rafting accident on the Ocoee River. State wildlife officials say 50-year-old Gary Brown was on a raft that overturned in a rapid on Saturday. Officials say he was unresponsive when he was found floating farther downriver. He was wearing a life jacket, and investigators have ruled his death an accidental drowning. 6 others were also thrown from the raft. No one else was seriously hurt. The TWRA says this is the 4th deadly accident on that river in 4 years.
Well, police are searching for 2 women posing as maids in a scheme to burglarize several homes in Los Angeles. Surveillance video shows the women knocking on doors at several homes. If no one answers, then they would call men to come and break into the home and steal items. During one burglary, a suspect was actually caught taking a selfie on surveillance video. So far, no one has been arrested.
It's kind of scary. You think somebody's at your house,
I know,
trying to be a maid, and they're really just trying to break in. Ooh, all right, 6:15 is the time.
I'm going to get you updated on what's happening with your forecast right now. A good start to it's Monday. You kind of like, man, I don't want to go back to work, but the weather puts you in a good mood.
Is that how you felt this morning?
No, I was ready. I jumped out of bed. I was like, I'm ready to go.
Just checking, make sure that wasn't a personal conversation.
Oh, no.
No, yeah, we're happy to be here.
Definitely happy to be here. Yeah, it's a nice start to the day. It's not a bad start to the day. It's Monday. It is Monday. It's hard to get kind of in the groove, but you know what? It is dry, and that's good news, and our weather's going to be nice, so all that's great. Here's Maryville. Looks fantastic as you're looking live out over Maryville this morning. No problems out there this morning. You're just fine as you're going out and about. Temperature-wise, we're in the 60s. It is 67 degrees right now in downtown Knoxville. Dew point's at 66. Humidity 97%, and we do have a southwest breeze about 6 miles per hour. We currently have a steady pressure, so across the area, we are all in the 60s. It is 65 in Clinton, 63 in Tazewell, 63 in Sevierville, 67 in Maryville, and 55 though in Jamestown. Look at this little cool pocket here. 53 degrees up in Monticello, 58 in Whitley City. So cool pocket up on that northern plateau, northern Tennessee plateau through Kentucky as well. Highs today going to be in those low 80s. Feels great in the valley. We're talking mid to upper 70s up on the plateau and in southeast Kentucky. And if you're going up to the tops of the Smoky Mountains today, 73 degrees. Yeah, feeling pretty nice. We're dry this morning, no problems. We will see the clouds kind of thickening up today, so not necessarily the beautiful blue skies, but here's some clouds. This is 145. Slight chance for a little isolated shower this afternoon. It's a 20% chance. And we'll see the same thing tomorrow, about a 20% chance for a little stray shower. Most of the day, though, is going to be dry. So we're seeing nice conditions here for today and tomorrow. It's a little warmer than the weekend. We were in the mid 70s both Saturday and Sunday. We'll be at 80 degrees today. 82 tomorrow. Then look at the rest of the week. Wednesday on, we're in the 70s. So we do cool down a little bit, just like it was for the weekend. Sunshine Wednesday and Thursday, highs in the 70s. Mornings will be cool, though, back in those mid-50s. Bo.
Feels good. All right. Thanks a lot, Julia. Right now, TDOT showing no problems out on the interstate. Remember, we always tell you green is good. 75, 640, 275, 40. Everything rolling along just fine for that morning drive. This is the TDOT Smartway camera north of town. I-75 right there at Merchant. And you can see southbound traffic here looks good for that early morning drive. So if you're coming in from the north side of town, should not have any problems. We're continuing to watch things for you. We'll let you know if we see any slowdowns, any hiccups in the morning commute. But right now, everything is smooth, and that's how we like it. All right, that's a look at your forecast and your traffic together.
In today's Tech Bites, scalping the iPhone. You can no longer pre-order the iPhone 6. Supplies have run out. You'll either have to wait a few weeks, wait a few hours in line outside a store this Friday, or pay a scalper. Their prices start around $1,300. Is Microsoft about to make a major acquisition? Online reports claim that the software giant is planning to buy the company behind the popular video game series Minecraft for about $2.5 billion. The official word could come later today. It looks like HTC may be taking on GoPro with its own extreme sports camera. The waterproof device will reportedly feature 16 megapixels as well as both Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And do you ever get stuck behind a slowly walking texter? Well, one Chinese city just unveiled this solution, a sidewalk lane for people who walk and use their cell phones, although there are some questions about why that lane was placed so close to the road. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Dan Kleffler.
Well, we are looking to save you some money the next time you head out shopping. Couponing might be what you're looking for. Some tips on how to get started when Good Morning Tennessee returns. Stay with us. Well, it is Money Saving Mondays here on Good Morning Tennessee, and we are working to find you the best deal to get you more for your money. Joining us this morning is Shonda Graham, a local mom who has really taken to couponing, and you figured out a way to help out other people in our area. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Let's talk about you, because you started out as someone that was looking to just save some money. You have 5 kids, you said, a mom, wife?
Yes.
How did it all start for you?
Actually, I have 5 kids. 3 boys. They're teenagers that eat a lot.
Yes.
And they go through a lot of soap and stuff like that. And so with them going through all of that stuff, and I was constantly buying, I figured I needed to find a way to save.
Okay, so let's talk about how did you get started? You started out just like everybody else. I'm gonna get a few coupons, and somehow now we've ended up with this book that she has on the desk that has 1 million pages in it and a lot of coupons.
Right.
You tell us about the seminars that you have somehow, this has turned into something you've done to help out other families in the area.
Well, I just kind of started out with a small group of people at my house, and they were very interested, had a lot of questions, so I felt like we needed a small forum to do that. And so I did it on Facebook, and I got a lot of interest, and they started asking for questions and tips. And so we started doing it on a wider scale, and I started doing some classes at Emerald Youth Foundation, the Mount Zion, and so it kind of took off from there.
So now we got 800-something people on your Facebook page, your
Correct.
group. Let's talk about some of the best tips that you have found that people really like. Tell us a little bit. First, you said, how do you get started?
You get started basically by simply buying a newspaper, buying a couple of newspapers every week, going online. Coupons.com is a good place to go to find some papers. You look at sales ad, you compare the sales to the coupons that you have, and then you kind of go from there.
So this is really an investment. This is not something you're going to do real quick, just let me look at it real quick and go to the store. This is something you are committed to doing daily. This is a lifestyle change for you?
It is definitely a lifestyle. You have to change your way of thinking and how you shop.
Okay, so you're changing your shopping habits. You're also saying don't coupon with the expectation that everything is going to be free. Because when I see those shows like those extreme couponers, I think I'm going to come in with $5 and come out with a shopping cart full of stuff.
Right, right. Free is good, but just saving any type of money is a good idea. It's good. So yeah, you're not going to go in there and you get everything for free. We do get a lot of stuff for free, but when we look at our receipt and see where we save 60-70%, that's also a good savings.
Okay, and you're also saying always look in the clearance aisles, manager specials before you leave any store.
That is correct. There are always some good deals in the manager's section, in the clearance section. There's no rhyme or reason to it. A lot of times that is how you get things a lot cheaper, just by going over there and using your coupons with those items.
And of course, never leave home without your coupons. You've got your big binder here with you.
Right.
And you're saying if sale items are out of stock, don't think of that as, well, I missed the sale.
That's correct. If the sale items are out of stock, you can always go to get a rain check. And then what that does, it locks in the sale price so that when the item is back in stock, that you can go back and pick it up for that sales price.
Tell us the name of your Facebook page, your group.
Winning with Coupons.
Winning with Coupons. And so a lot of those folks right here in Knoxville, some not in Knoxville, and you're just helping folks out.
That's correct.
I love it. It's fantastic. All right. Thank you so much, Shonda.
Thank you.
All right. Let's send things over now to Bo.
All right. Sounds good. I always forget to take my coupons with me. I know that was,
You need a
I know it was
fancy
number
pink
5.
binder. You
I
need
know.
a binder.
I'll sit there, we'll put them together, and then I go to the store, I'm like, oh. Anyhow, Vol still recovering from that loss against Oklahoma over the weekend. How they're working now to bounce back. That's coming up next in sports. Plus, 2014 Tennessee Valley Fair now in the history books. So look back at this year's event. That's coming up. Stay with us. You're watching Good Morning Tennessee. We will be right back.